Hi, everybody. If I was going to have you in class, I would take you on a tour of the NAEYC website, and I think it's really important, so I wanted to show you. So we're going to go on a virtual tour. So if you want to go back, you can go to naeyc.org. You can see it right up here at the top of the screen. But I want to just show you through the website a little bit, and then you're going to do an activity. So the NAEYC website has a whole lot of great stuff, and I'm going to walk you through each of these main parts right here. The first part is membership. So if you notice, you can get 5 points of extra credit to your final grade if you join NAEYC. Now, as a student, it's only $55, but when you graduate, it gets more expensive, and that's for a year's membership. So I wanted to show you what you get with that. So you can go here and it shows you what you get in membership. You get all kinds of discounts and publications like those you see in the classroom. You get reduced registration fees if you go to a conference. You get members only areas where you can get pretty much any article credible you ever wanted. It also shows you how much it is and so forth, so you can go to member FAQ and it goes down to show you how much things are in our state. So if you go to click here and you click Virginia, which is right here, it's going to show you have to find your area. We are southeastern. So you see Hampton Roads, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake. You see that for a student it's $55, regular is $65. So as soon as you graduate, it goes up $10. So go ahead and do it now if you're interested. Another area is publications. Okay, you might notice all the magazines that are actually journals in the classroom. Well, that's what you get with membership. Now we have books. There's also journals. There's Young Children, which is a journal, and there's Teaching Young Children. They're both very similar, except Young Children is based on general current topics in early childhood, whereas Teaching Young Children is specifically for people who are preschool educators, people who are currently teaching. There's several things. There's some research quarterly that you can click on and get all kinds of great research information. You have access to some of these articles right now as not a member, but only select. So for instance, if you check out Young Children, it's going to tell you all kinds of stuff here. But let's see. This is the issue right now. It's going to give you, let's see, just a few articles you can read right now. So let's look at resources for families, for engaging families. This is an article all about how to engage families. It gives you, wait a second, that's not what I wanted. Forget that. Let's look at a science article. All right, so this is just a snippet of this this journal that just came out in September. It's an article about promoting children's science inquiry skills through water play. So you can download the PDF, which is just a document, an article you can open and print. It's going to look like this. And there you go. There's an 8-page research-based article. Or, what's really cool, is you can open an interactive PDF where it turns the pages for you and you can highlight and just do all kinds of stuff too. So it's really neat. You can share it and oh, I love it. All right, so that is a little bit about Young Children. All right. So now let's go back to our main website. So those are our publications. Okay, now let's look at accreditation. As you know, NAEYC accredits several different aspects of young children. There's NAEYC accreditation for programs for young children. Those are programs like your military child development centers, Children's Harbor is NAEYC accredited. There's several around here that are NAEYC accredited, and this tells you about that process. You can click on that and learn about accreditation, how to do it. You'll notice the 4 steps. It'll talk about educational, all kinds of stuff. You can also look at early childhood associate degree. It's called ACADA accreditation. That is for associate degree programs. That is what we are working on. So you can click on that and learn more about what it means to be accredited here. What are the benefits of being accredited? You might want to look up here where it says for students. Why does it matter to you that we're going to be accredited? And then finally, there is NAEYC accreditation for bachelor and graduate degree programs. All right, moving on, we have professional development. There is so many good things on here. One of the things I'd like to point you to is the conferences. All right, there's an annual conference that happens in different places around the whole country every year, usually in about November. So you can look at different sessions in here, even if you don't go. You can get a lot of really good information here, like handouts and webcasts and all that great stuff. If you're interested in ever going to a conference, as you can see, right, the one that's this year coming up is in Dallas, but then it tells you what's coming up in the future. Um, it tells you about some of the sessions that you can go to there and learn about. It says there's sessions for teachers and directors and people like me in higher education, students like you. So this conference is made for you. It's really awesome. You can learn information about who's going to be there, what kind of credit you can get. Up here there's all kinds of stuff. It gives you the schedule. They are pretty costly because not only do you have to pay for your travel there and your hotel, but the actual conference costs money. So, all right, so that is conferences. There is also something called training resources here. It's really, really interesting stuff. You can get some more information about code of ethics, how you can use it in your job. Might help you with a few assignments that you've done. Here's a free webcast you can watch about how to plan transitions to prevent challenging behavior. Maybe the children in your class are just you cannot get them to listen when it's time to clean up and go to circle time or clean up to go outside. This is a wonderful webcast you can click on and watch for free, and here's some information about what you can do to prevent this challenging behavior. So this is what it looks like. It's actually a video. So this is a recording of a phone. You get to a phone webcast where you can hear these people right here talk. You guys might have learned about Cephal and Taxi. If you ever took 205 with me, you know a lot about them. But you can go through this just like a video, but it's a slideshow. So I'll give you an example of how you can kind of go through it. Watch. So if I want to go a little further, I can. I can play and pause and all kinds of good stuff here. But it is an amazing video. Oh. All right. So that's an amazing one right there. It is one of my favorites. I'll tell you, it's definitely on my favorites right here. I've favored it before. It's just great. Another thing that you can look at on here, which I personally love, is public policy. Oh my gosh, there's so much good stuff on here. Public policy has to do with how we are working on changing the laws and the rules to support children and families. Take Action Now will bring you to an area which you can put in your zip code. So here in Portsmouth, right here, it tells us who supports us, who our senators are, who our House of Representatives are. And it gives you an information about them right here. It tells you how to email them. It's fabulous. It also teaches you about how things become bills. You can find election results here. You can actually get extra credit in my class by joining, getting this email list right here where it says Stay Informed. You can join this Children's Champion. They email you every now and then and tell you what's going on in the world, or actually in America, with our laws on early childhood. Federal developments show this is actually how often you get it. So you can see just this year we've only had this many updates. So it's only really once or twice a month, really whenever anything happens. So to give you an idea of what kind of things you get is here's an example of an email you would get. It says, you know, it explains exactly what's going on. So you might not understand how bills work, how things are funded, but it explains in just very easy terms. And you can see they don't bombard you. You know, you get a few a month, one a month, two a month. But it's just amazing. You might see state trends here. This is really cool. You can see what's going on when it comes to different areas in different states. Excuse me. You can look at advocacy resources. It tells you interesting facts about research that have to do with children's family and our workforce. There's just countless stuff here to look at. I could probably spend hours looking at all this stuff. Um, but for the sake of time, I'm going to show you one more thing and then we're going to be done. Topics. This is where you get all kinds of great resource. These help you with your papers that you've done in school. They're great for printing off and sharing with parents. For instance, maybe you want to teach parents about the importance of play. Yes, your child needs to play every day. Look at all these great research articles on it. Look at all these great more research articles. Play-Doh, chopsticks and counting, all kinds of parent. Look, specifically articles to share with families. It tells you books, it tells you other resources, all kinds of stuff. On top of that, NAEYC does position statements where they endorse basic research and say, here's what our position on it. They have positions on everything from diversity to child abuse prevention to literacy to math to public policy to science to technology. So you click on it and you can do the same thing either via interactive or download a PDF. And it basically tells you, here's the basics about what it's going to tell you when you read it, and then it tells you examples of effective practice. What does technology in young children look like with school-age children, with preschoolers, with infants? Oh, it's so great, you guys. All right, so those are position statements. I want to show you one more thing, and that is our For Families section. It is at the very top. This is an amazing resource, chock full of information to share with families. You can share this with families, how to find a good program, what to look for, what does quality even look like. You can learn by topic here. Tons and tons of great stuff. You can find good music. Each month they upload new music for families with young children. Articles, you can listen to great cultural music. Tons of them. Look at this. El Jokey Pokey. I probably said that horribly, but I mean, just amazing stuff. We have Canada. We have, what is this? Oh, just really great stuff, you guys. And then you can search for specific topics. So maybe a parent is having problems with potty training. So I search it up here on the right, potty training, and it's going to show us this. Many right ways to be a parent. What an awesome article. I love the way that sounds. The many right ways to be a parent. And these are all credible. Look at that. It wants me to share it. No, I do not want you to do that. It shows these are all credible articles, all of that stuff. So that being said, that is your tour of NAEYC. Now, I'd like to hear what you thought about this and how you can use this in your practice. So I look forward to seeing it. Bye.